We're gonna visit Rata La Dada, whatever the website is, because there's supposed to be a new deleted scene unleashed. Let's take a look. Let's see what it is. The Joker. Joker. Says, do you want to play a game? Oh, yeah, do you want some more? Oh, I already, yeah. I X'd it out because I didn't want to spoil it. So I reloaded it and now it says you want some more. Wait, is there no sound? Okay. Yes. Here we go. 3, 2 answers. Right answers and justice will be reward. To wit, a wild card in the truest sense. Joke, obviously. Your mind works in exceedingly intelligent ways. Here's another one. Once you've been set up, it hits you in the end, straight on. Oh no. Set up. Domino's Pizza sponsorship. They can't all be winners. Give it some more thought. Once you've been set up, it hits you at the end. Once you've been set up, I'm done. It's got to be something with the cards. Cards. You're close. Right on the edge of the right answer. I'll give you another shot. Card. How will Gotham be saved with that like that? He said I was close, though. I don't know. Once you've been set up, it hits you at the end. Once you've been set up, you get back to where you were. It hits you. You hit yourself. Once you've been set up, you've been hitting yourself. You hit yourself. Once it's been set up, it could be a thing. It set it up. Once it set it up. What? Once it set it up. It's set up. Once it's set up, it hits you at the end. A scene. Deleted scene? What was it called? After credits scene. After credits scene. When you guessed wrong, I guess you'd better try again. Once you've been set up, it hits you at the end. Straight on. Straight on. It says, once you've been set up, it hits you at the end. Straight on. A wild card. Joker. Once you've been set up, a riddle. Wrong again. I'll try a different riddle. Yeah. It's not a joke, but sometimes you need to shout it twice to really mean it. Shout it twice. Knock, knock. How do you spell knock? Knock, knock. Question everything, including your answer. What? I'm done. It's a joke. Sometimes you need to shout it twice. Poo-poo. Pee-pee poo-poo. Poo-poo. Oh, you didn't even think about it. You need to shout it to really mean it. Shout it twice. I know the answer. Well, shout it twice. Eureka. Shout it twice to really mean it. Shout it twice to really mean it. Oh, God. Alfred, we have technology. Google it. What? Riddles? Those who take shortcuts will never win. Says you, riddles. If you want real power, you need to know the truth. What? It's not a joke, but you need to shout it twice. It's not a joke, but sometimes you need to shout it twice to really mean it. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Whoops. Oh, God. Power has corrupted you in your answers. Think a little harder. How about guns, the duel? You're incorrect for the last time. Last time. New riddle. Yes. Once you've been set up, it hits you at the end. Straight on. Or he didn't ask like, who am I? Once you've been set up, it hits you at the end. Straight on. Set up? What gets set up? It hits you at the end, and it gets hit at the end. Bowling pins. Bowling pins. Makes sense? What? I'm done, bro. I'm done. You know what? The Riddler doesn't know that I have a second PC here. Once you've been set up, it hits you at the end. Riddle. Here we go. Answer. The answer, riddles have always been popular. The correct answer is... What? That's a dumb answer. What? You searched for the answer, but you didn't look deeper. Did I? I didn't know. Oh, he has my IP. Alright, it's Yavar. Of course it is. I'm not just going to give the answer. Give it another try.
RataAlada.com is the tie-in website to the Batman, and it allows the user to answer questions posed by the Riddler. 3 correct answers unlocks a sneak peek at the movie, but if you haven't seen it, do not worry, I will not be spoiling the Batman here. However, in this video, I am going to be going through all of the riddles, and the answer to this one is street. Those who make me are likely to break me. The answer to this one is law, or laws.
Laws.
So 3 correct answers gets us a prize, and the prize image is 3 Batman police sketches.
Hey!
Now the name of this file is interesting. You'll see it's a jumble of numbers, but this translates to, if you substitute the number for that numbered letter in the alphabet, it will spell out I'm not Anne. Now we'll hold on to that for later. So if we refresh RataAlada.com, a new message comes up from the Riddler telling us to stay vigilant, and if you click through on the reward, this code pops up, which actually translates to stay vigilant. So the Riddler is teaching us this code. He's going to use that to communicate in future. Okay, second set of riddles. Here we go.
Incredible.
The more I'm revealed, the less I exist. The answer is secret.
See, Batman.
Payback comes to all who accept one.
Batman.
That's a bribe.
Oh.
And it sinks and swims. It can be rotten even when it's all dressed up.
Batman.
And that one there is an iceberg.
Now
the prize for this one is a photo of a lady stepping out of a car, and the man whose hand she's holding is Falcone. And
from the movie.
The umbrella, we can also see the penguin. And once again, the file name for this prize is on RataAlada.com. If you change out to a different tab, say to hypothetically Google the answers, the Riddler will call you out for it. For example, he'll...
Oh, here it is. IGN uploaded it. We don't need to solve this stupid riddle. Here we go. Who am I? It's 5 minutes long, dang. The Batman. Batman. That's him. Oh, wait, hold on. I made it too fast. We gotta do it again. I messed up the tone. The whole tone. Is that the guy from Inglourious Bastards? Who talks like this? Very astute. Very slow with his words. Very enunciated. Don't tell me it's him. Don't tell me. What is this? When would this take place? In the middle of the movie? Randomly, a random scene.
Present. Almost our anniversary, isn't it?
1 year.
There's a serial killer. I want your perspective. First anniversary games, paper.
Damn, he looks messed up. Oh, I can't watch this one. The veins. No, dude, that looks like a chemical burn if I've ever seen one. The most chemically burned Joker.
What makes you think I come so cheap?
The hair.
I thought you'd be curious. You think I could offer this stuff? don't you? You have pictures.
They probably removed the scene because at the end it's more like a reveal. It's more epic as a reveal.
It's violence. It's so baroque. Oh. He likes little puzzles, doesn't he? So meticulous.
Those puzzles.
Like he's been planning this his whole life.
Jesus. Those scars.
I know who he is. Oh. Who is he? He's a nobody. Wants to be somebody.
A nobody. Maybe that's where he got that line.
The mayor, the commissioner. He's got ambition. You think his motive is political? Oh, no. This is very...
You think video games are political? There's never been a political game in the entire history of gaming, Joker. Have you ever played Fallout New Vegas?
very personal. He feels these people have all wronged him.
Is that John Travolta?
Goes way back. Unhealed wounds, stolen lunch money. Why is he writing to me? Maybe he's a fan of yours? Or maybe he's got a grudge against you too. Maybe you're the main course. Any theories? Not yet. Really? You're normally so ahead of the curve. But something is different this time.
What do you say?
This is very upsetting to you. Let's get back to him. Why?
Hold on.
So ahead of the curve.
Let's get back to what you said. Let's get back to what you said a minute ago.
You're the main course.
Was it?
Any theories? Not yet. Really? You're normally so ahead of the curve.
Headless. He says headless. He sounds like he's saying head of the garbage. You're always so head of the garbage. What does that mean?
Not yet. Really? You're normally so ahead of the curve.
Ahead of the curb? Is he saying ahead of the curb? Why is he saying headless?
Something is different this time. This is very upsetting to you. Let's get back to him. Why? You're so much more fun. I'm not here to talk about me. What are you here to talk about? I want to know how he thinks. You know exactly how he thinks. Have you read this file?
Did you get the TPS reports?
You two have so much in common. Masked Avengers.
Okay, yeah, the CC ain't wrong. The CC's wrong. Closed caption. No one calls it CC. The Masked Avengers, not Adventures. Or maybe he did say that. I don't think so.
Avengers. Much in common. Masked Avengers.
Avengers.
So he's even more righteous. Oh, you afraid he makes you look soft? You're wasting my time.
He actually gave back the paper, though.
I'll tell you what I really think. I think you don't really care about his motives, whether he loves or hates you. I think somewhere deep down, you're just terrified. Because you're not sure he's wrong, huh? You think they deserved it, huh? You think they deserved it.
pretty epic. Pretty good. I miss hear this again.
I'll tell you what I really think. I think you don't really care about his motives, whether he loves or hates you. I think somewhere deep down, you're just terrified. Because you're not sure he's wrong, huh? You think they deserved it, huh? You think they deserved it.
Interesting. Pretty good Joker. It all fits, you know. Sounds like he's a regular guy when he laughs there, but then like he goes off. He goes all crazy.
So, you have a new Batman?
Okay. So you have any Batman? I do actually have Batman. I do.